Now, another tie-in is Nightwing, issue number 15. And we see that Kyle Higgins is back. And so is Eddie Barrows. And Eddie Barrows' art in this issue is freaking fantastic. Especially the way that the colorist is going off of. And you just see this panel right here, this guy just hanging around after the Joker killed him. And you're just like, man, the artwork in here is really freaking good. And I do think that Eddie Barrows is going to... he's going to be doing another book. I forget what it is. I think it... I can't remember. Once I remember, I'll let you guys know. But Eddie Barrows is definitely an artist to look out for. He's definitely a really good artist. So in here, we got the storyline is that the Joker, he sees Haley's Circus. And what does Nightwing, or Dick Grayson, wanted for Haley's Circus is basically to be the light beacon for Gotham City. The Joker cannot have that. The Joker sees all these posters plastered around of Haley's Circus, and who's the main guy on that posters but a clown. And just to see the Joker basically going up to this guy and being like, you and I, we don't look alike whatsoever. Let me fix that. And it's just so creepy just to see the Joker in this issue. You're just like, dang, really? Just really creepy and just really, really cool. And then we get a conversation between Nightwing and Batgirl. And you can definitely tell that this is taking place before Batgirl issue number Death of the Family started. Where Nightwing, he's basically really wants to hurt the Joker. Wants to hurt the Joker badly. He sees what he's doing to Bruce Wayne and just to everybody in Gotham. And he wants to have revenge on the Joker. And basically, Batgirl in this issue, she basically tells him to stop being so intense with this whole entire thing, to think things through. And you definitely tell that this is taking place before any of the events in Batgirl. And then I was reading this, I was thinking to myself, this is actually the first time that I'm actually enjoying a conversation between Batgirl and Nightwing in the New 52. Because the 3 times I think that we've seen a conversation between Batgirl and Nightwing is every single time they're in a fight. They're doing like their own little fight scene where their way they flirt with each other is they fight. And we don't get that in this issue. And it just feels very natural. And it's just fun. I really liked this conversation that they had. It was the first time in the New 52 I actually liked a conversation between Batgirl and Nightwing. One of the bad things I thought about this issue, or one of the negatives, was every single time Nightwing has to be shocked by something, we see him with his face where his mouth is all the way open, and it's just like, okay, there's one thing that Eddie Barrows cannot do is the shock of everything that's going on. And we see, again, like Nightwing just crying over his what the Joker is doing with Haley's Circus. And you're just like, okay. Just seeing the drool that's coming off of Nightwing's or Dick Grayson's mouth, and just, I don't know. It didn't feel as natural as I wanted it to be. Especially with this scene where he's running to his people. It just, I don't know. Just that scene just didn't feel much like Dick Grayson, or it didn't feel like Dick Grayson was once Batman. I mean, just this whole entire scene. But basically, he tells everyone in Haley's Circus, you need to leave now. No one is safe. And let me roll down the window. It's kind of hot in here. There we go. And so he tells everybody, nobody is safe in Gotham right now. You all need to leave. And he goes up to Tony Zuko's daughter, who is the person who is funding the building of Haley's Circus, and he basically tells her, you need to run from Gotham right now. Nobody's safe with the Joker in town. And then we get to see a little bit more of what the Joker is doing in Gotham. And he has broken out one of Dick Grayson's girlfriends, who is in Blackgate, who is a part of the Court of the Owl event. And he breaks her out. And what he does to her is just so freaking creepy. And that's when we get into the heart of this issue. After Nightwing goes and investigates the death of his friend and trying to figure out what toxin Joker's using, he goes to this airport and he finds the Joker there. The Joker starts talking to him about how Nightwing is basically a Batman fake, a Batman light. And what does a Batman fake need? Well, he needs his own Joker light. So he takes Nightwing's old girlfriend and turns her into a Joker light. And I just love this theme of the Joker. He does not give a crap about Nightwing. He just looks at Nightwing as the lowest of the lows in the Batman family. That he knows if something ever happened to Batman again, Nightwing will be there to take on the cowl. And there was an interesting little thing before the whole New 52 started, where Scott Snyder's detective run, Nightwing, or Batman, as Dick Grayson, goes into the underbelly of Gotham. And he's looking at investigating what happened with the Black Mirror. And he sees the Joker. The Joker looks at him. And you see him sniff. The Joker sniffs. And he basically tells Nightwing, or Batman, "You are not my Batman." And just walks off. He has no respect for Nightwing whatsoever. So he gets the Joker light in there. The Joker fake. And so that was for the Nightwing fake to play around with. And I just love this theme of how Nightwing is the fake of the Batman. And as I've listened to a podcast on Comic Vine, and Kyle Higgins said that the events, the last issue of the Death of the Family with Nightwing, it's going to have such an impact on the whole series as a whole, that I do think that Nightwing's going to be leaving Gotham for a long, long time and leaving the shadow of the Bat because of what the Joker is going to be doing and trying to find his own path to follow. So, really cool issue. I dig the hell out of it. The artwork was awesome and the writing was really good. And I do love the whole parts with the Haley Circus. And I'm just really interested to see how different would the series, or would Nightwing, Kyle Higgins' run on Nightwing been if Kyle Higgins didn't have to be so tied down to the events that are happening in the Batman series. And I think we'll finally see that happen once Death of the Family is done. Because Nightwing has been one of the main books that has been so tied together with what's happening in the Batman books since the beginning. So my last book to review for this video is Birds of Prey, issue number 15. Dang, did I freaking love this issue. The issue basically is a big action scenes with Katana versus the Dagger Clan. Awesome scenes happen in this book. And they got this new guest artist on here. What's his name? Juan Jose Ripe. His artwork is freaking amazing. I just love the way how this artist is working with this colorist. Throughout the whole entire issue, it's just really, really good. Until you get to this one panel where you had the family saying their goodbyes to Katana, who's going to stay behind in Japan. And this whole scene, though, I just felt was really lacking, especially in the coloring department. I feel like it was drawn by a different guy and done the colorist was done by somebody else. That was only bad in this whole entire book. But what we do get is just this great action sequences with Katana. And if someone needs to write a Katana book, it's definitely Dwayne Szynski, not Ann Nocenti. It's just, everything about this issue was just so great. It was just a great way to end the Katana storyline that they've been telling in Birds of Prey. And if this is the type of pacing that they're going to be going in with the Katana series as a whole, this could be definitely one of the breakouts of 2013. And there's one part that I just absolutely love. You saw that the Dagger Clan's boss, he goes and throws the Katana sword into this pit where it's basically being melted down slowly. And he asked her, "Do you hear the screams of your husband in this sword?" And then she finally breaks out of her chains. She gets the sword, she pulls it out, and she says, "Will you scream?" And you're just like, oh my god, that is so freaking sweet. And one thing I love, though, is about Dwayne Szynski is when he's doing an action scenes with Katana, she does not talk when she's doing an action. She does not talk whatsoever. The other birds, they may talk. But her, she does not talk. There'll be a couple pages where it'll just be straight up action with Katana and no talking. I just love that about this. There's so much mystery about Katana that I'm just so sad to see that Ann Nocenti is going to be the one who's going to be writing it. But this was definitely the best story arc that Dwayne Szynski did with the Birds of Prey, and it was just a really good ending. And I just wish that he would do more with these characters. Finally, it feels like he has a direction of what he wants to do, and I know he's going to be going off of the book, and I don't know what he's going to be doing next, but just know that the last 3 issues of Birds of Prey, if you were wondering where to start there. Issue number 13 to 15, fantastic. I just loved everything about Katana in this story arc, and I'm interested to see where the birds are going to go from here. Now, I don't know who's going to be taking on writing duty once Dwayne Szynski's off, I think in a couple issues, and who's going to be coming on as the regular artist. I hope it's this guy, Jose Juan Wright. Fantastic job. Great issue. I just loved everything about it, except for that one page where it just seemed like the artist just was like, I need to rush, and the colorist was like, oh my god, I got one more page to do. I gotta rush. Other than that, this was a stellar book, 4 out of 5. So that's it for this video. I'm going to be doing another video, hopefully tomorrow. The whole holiday season has really taken up my time, so I haven't been able to read as many books as I want. And I went to the comic book shop today and picked up 3 books, which I'll do my comic haul video in a couple days. So, this is Dave for the Comic Fix saying I'll see you guys next time.